Hey, help desk, what's up? It's Mr. Moser.
And Mrs. Ferguson.
Booyah! And it's Friday, so we're giving a weekly update. It is a good day. We're giving a weekly update for next week and wanted to run through some things. The first being the marketing plan from help desk.
Right, because we need to market our wares.
We got to get the word out. So, and so here's some of your responses. The snapshot of what our situation analysis. We're trying to reach out to students in need in Belton High School and teachers as well. And so I think we've identified that as being our student, as our target audience. You guys mentioned, getting recognition from the students and the teachers that were available. We should have excitement. So what do we want to do strategy-wise? What are our thoughts here?
Okay, so some of the things we're going to do to market it are going to be using social media to the extent that is possible. Cutlass TV, because that's already an awesome resource that we have as a building. In fact, there's a story on this week's episode already kind of introducing the concept, so we want you guys to expand on that a little bit. But we're going to start with some blog posts.
So in selecting the blog posts, you guys looked at the 3 websites, and right now we feel like we'll just run this TechJib website, and it'll look something like this to start. We're going to totally revamp and redesign that, and you will find a link over here to the blogs, and you should have one that will be probably your name, and that's where you'll add or contribute your blog posts. And so over the past 2 weeks, there might have been something tech related that you've either helped solve or you saw in the tracking sheet. We want you to take that issue on and create a blog post that addresses that issue. So if it's something, let's say the one issue I remember is the Google, one of the students came in and her Google Doc wasn't formatting right. So what do we have to do in headers and footers? And so maybe a blog post about using headers and footers appropriately in Google Docs. What's a more technical one? Maybe Apple TV?
Yeah, there's always problems with Apple TVs, and I know that at least 1 or 2 of you have had to go to classrooms to try to help teachers reset that. And so that might be something that you are blogging about, but you also might incorporate some extra media that shows how to restart an Apple TV, for example.
Perfect. So video, images, so screenshots, and even doing like we're doing here, a screencast are appropriate. We want you to follow this rubric when creating your blog post. Have a title, post the content. The post content contains demonstration or demonstrates that the student is well read and synthesizes the learning, blah, blah, blah. You can read that. Research, include multiple links in your blog post. Design it. Make sure that the format and it's functional. Make sure it clearly demonstrates, explains the digital resource or the tool that you're using. Make it relevant. Obviously, these are things that are relevant because they're things that you're seeing every day. And then make sure your writing is grammatically correct and all that good stuff. So this will be linked in the assignment for this week, and then we hope for you over this week to compose. Hopefully, you can get that first blog post created and published.
Most of you have figured out by now that you have plenty of time to get that done. I think that even with doing a little bit of research to get those links and to get those quality, references going is going to be totally possible.
And we would love for this resource here, then, in turn, we'll use that and share it out to students. And so they can just go here instead of having to come to the help desk or whatnot. So consider that, guys. This is the start of week 3, and let's keep rolling.
That whole thing.